Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. So it's Saturday morning. School starts on Monday, and I wanted to give you a quick update. Um, I, I am, I've got friends that have been really dedicated to making sure about what's going on with all of the mask mandates around the state of Texas, with these tyrannical school boards, and I've got direct access to Ken Paxton's office, and they are appalled about what's going on. They have hardly slept in like a week. Him and his team trying to get things to progress with this and to allow our students the rights that they deserve, which is to have the option to wear a mask or not. So I wanted to let you guys know that Ken Paxton, I just got a text message just a few minutes ago from my contact with his office, and I had a new update for him. So let me give it to you guys really quick. Um, those of you who are close personal friends of mine and have been for many years know that I absolutely positively have always hated the uniform requirements. I'm completely against them. I think that it's just more indoctrination. It's just a way to make our kids all look exactly the same, so you can't tell them apart. They're not allowed to have personality with their clothing and blah blah blah. That's always been my stance on this. I've hated it. I have an 11th grader now, and I have hated uniforms for 12 years. Okay. um, UISD, which is our local school board, this year, just this week even, decided not to allow uniforms this year. And I was absolutely ecstatic. Like, I am over the moon about getting to pick out first day of school outfits for my kids and like the whole shebang, right? And I didn't think twice about it. I was just ecstatic that we weren't going to have to deal with uniforms this year. Fast forward to all of this mask mandate stuff, and we've got let's for a lack of better terms, we have informants, we have teachers, we have members of our school board, not members of our school board, members of our school staff and things like that that are trying to help us know what's going on, and this, that, and the third, because they're all seeing that this is wrong also. um, so just remember, not everybody that is dealing with this on the inside is thrilled about what's going on with these masks mandates and things along those lines. So this morning we received a text message that um, at one of the UISD high schools, that one counselor, just one counselor alone, enrolled 20 illegal students. And then it clicked. It all made more sense, doesn't it? So they took away our uniforms because they know that the illegal kids are not going to be able to get uniforms, and we can't have them sticking out, right? They're getting lots of free clothes from all of the charities and organizations and stuff like that. And then we happen to mask everybody because it'll make it less obvious for who is who. Have you thought about that? I'm just throwing a conspiracy theory out there because why not, right? So I sent that information on to Paxton's office, and they were absolutely appalled. So just know that the Attorney General is very aware of what's going on in Laredo, Texas, and he is, like I said, he and his team are working around the clock for us. I have very mixed emotions about the Attorney General because of them not taking a stronger stance in the past on voter integrity and on proof that has been sent to his office, including proof from Laredo, Texas, from people associated with my campaign, and many, many years before not associated with my campaign. So I'm very proud to say that he is paying attention to what is going on down here. Now, with that being said, while we here in the United States are focused on masks and we're focused on this border situation, there's one more thing that I need you guys to be aware of, because I know I wasn't paying attention because I've been so involved and worried about what's going on with our kids, what's going on with, of course, our border situation. It's something that we live every single day, especially for most of us. At least half of our district lives with us every single day. This morning, and a few weeks back, or I guess a couple months ago, the Biden administration announced that they were completely withdrawing from Afghanistan. At and we have many, many, many generals and admirals and lots of high up ranking military officials who have all said this is a terrible idea to completely pull out. We have come too far to just drop the ball on this. Um, And, in the same breath, they're going, oh, but the Taliban's under control. Because, just because it is. That was essentially what Biden's administration came back and said. Well, this morning, I had one of my news apps pop up just a few minutes ago. Well, I guess about an hour ago now. It says Taliban gains more ground in Afghanistan as it's closing in on Kabul. What's happening right now is that all of the embassies, not just the United States, all of the embassies are under attack right now from the Taliban. The Taliban has already taken over about 3/4 of the country there in Afghanistan. This is terrifying. We have got a war on our southern border, and now we're fixing to have the P.S., just so you guys know, there are Taliban camps on the other side of the U.S.-Mexico border. Just south of the United States, there are Taliban camps. Guess what? Your new Biden administration, the Biden administration that Henry Cuellar was so adamant about putting into office, that Biden administration, we're fixing to have a war with the Taliban again. Now, you can say what you want to about President Trump. You can say what you want to about having a strong military force and a strong military presence. But guess what that strong military force and strong military presence does? It keeps the Taliban in check. According to the Fox News article that I read, and I know that we've been over there for more than 20 years, so this number does not surprise me. We have spent $83 billion training the Afghanistani army, and the Taliban are just mowing them down. Do you know why? Because we're pulling out. So now they're having to, our embassy, they've got Marine units, I believe, that are in trying to extract them right now. And all of our amazing military men and women who do what they do best are trying to extract our men and women that are in the embassies and their families and things along those lines. All of the embassies are having to sadly do the same thing. They're having to completely pull out. It's specifically stated that they are the Taliban. Here it is. The Taliban captured all of the Logar province just south of the capital, Kabul, and detained local officials, said Hoda Ahmadi, a lawmaker from the province. She said the Taliban has reached the Shar Asab district just 11 kilometers south of Kabul. Guys, we're fixing to, I'm not trying to sound anything other than an alarm that we already knew was going to happen, but because of everything else that's going on, we always talk about smoke and mirrors, and here's a great reference point. If you have loved ones that are in the military and you're not covering them with prayer already, you better be doing it right now. And you need to be paying attention to what's going on, because I can assure you that in the over 148 countries that have been detained at our U.S. southern border, you don't think for one second some of these aren't some of these Taliban people? I need you woken up, America. This is what a non-strong presence looks like. When we have weak leaders, this is what it looks like. And this is weak leadership. We're 7 months into a Biden administration, and the Taliban has completely taken over Afghanistan already. This is not good. We need to be prepared, because as much as we have tried to keep this off of our shores, I don't know what's going to happen next. Y'all need to be praying. If you are a person of faith, you know that this is something that the Bible speaks of, wars and rumors of wars and things along those lines. And we are the world's presence. We are the world police. The United States of America is. And when we crumble, as we're seeing right now, because we're crumbling, they're making our military as weak as possible. They're doing indoctrinations into CRT and BLM and LGBTQ plus and sensitivity training and all this other kind of nonsense. I shared, if you're not following us on Texas Fully Loaded, that's kind of a show that we do once a week. And I shared that I was talking to my 16-year-old. He's my junior, and kind of talking about what he wants to do in the future and things like that. And we were talking about military, which is something that we've always encouraged. We're a proud veteran military family. We always will be. There's no greater honor than to serve the United States of America in any capacity. And now at boot camp, they're not allowed to do what they call shark attack, and they're not allowed to yell at them. They're not allowed to be mean. And so Alex and I were talking about that, and he said, even I know that you can't have bullets whizzing past your head and your best friend bleeding in front of you because he got shot and get upset because someone's screaming at you when you get off of a bus. I mean, the whole goal is to make the United States of America as weak as possible. And that's exactly what the Biden administration is doing, and your Democrats. Your do nothing Democrats are showing what doing nothing really looks like. Because when we do nothing, now we're weak. So, guys, I need you to get out there, and I need you to, you know what, Monty, I haven't been looking, and I'm so sorry. Monty said it reminds me of 1975 in the fall of Saigon. A dear friend of mine up in the Montgomery County area was just telling me yesterday that he had a customer that he was talking to who was from Vietnam, and he said, this is exactly what they did to us over there. The Vietnamese, and we talked about this leading up to the 2020 election day, and even after. Some of the most avid people who were fighting the hardest for the Stop the Steal and that, Biden did not win were all people who came from socialist countries. The Vietnamese people that I know, the Venezuelan people that I know, people from China. I mean, all of these different Austin says hi. All of these different countries that are all about socialism, the people that came here to escape it, Cuba, look at your Cuban refugees. Most of them are some of the strongest Republicans you'll ever meet also, because they know what socialism looks like, and that's not what they want. Please be aware. Lizzie, you're spot on. Another 9/11 waiting to happen. I'm going to see y'all's comments really quick here. I know we kind of just jumped all over the place with some of this stuff. I do also, since I've got you guys on here, good morning. While I've got you guys on here, you guys have been so awesome. I have got some really exciting news. So I'm going to go ahead and announce it because the plane tickets have been bought. So this is legit. Be on the lookout because by Monday morning, probably Sunday evening, there is going to be some Eventbrites up for us. As you guys know, Sheriff Joe Arpaio has come alongside our campaign and has thrown his support behind me. And he's coming down to San Antonio. He's going to be in Jordanton and in Laredo. So we're going to have three separate VIP events. There will be some open to the public events also, but the VIP events are specifically to help me raise money for my campaign. So in those, you're going to get a book, you're going to get some awesome Sandra stuff, and every single penny will go, all the proceeds are going straight to the campaign, and we really need you guys to support. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be August 31st. September 1st and September 2nd. So mark your calendars because we're going to have a lot of fun with Sheriff Arpaio. We're going to tour the border a little bit and just have some good South Texas fun. For those of you who don't know, he used to be the DEA agent in charge of South Texas all the way down to Mexico City. So in fact, his daughter was actually born in Santa Rosa Hospital in San Antonio. So from San Antonio all the way to Mexico City, Sheriff Arpaio was the man in charge, and he knew what was going on, and he's so excited to fight for South Texas once again. So anyway, so that's just some of the stuff that we've got going on. I know it was a little bit of everything. So Ken Paxton's on it. Stay strong. I am going to be escorting my children into school on Monday morning without masks on. I strongly encourage each and every single one of you to do the same thing. We've got to show there is power in numbers. Do not be ugly. Do not be rude, but stand up for what you believe in and stand up for your kids. And hopefully we'll have some relief before then. But just know that Ken Paxton's on it. So is his team, and the state of Texas we are banding together. So let's be together for this, guys, and be in prayer about what's happening over in Afghanistan, because I'm very afraid that it's going to be too soon before it's on our shores. Okay. Love you guys. Be safe out there. Enjoy your last weekend before school. Just try to, as worried as we might be, just try to enjoy this time with your kids and your family. I know that's what we're doing. We're going to go see the grandparents for a couple of days. So see you guys around.